Om. In this video, with these late night discussions, I'm going to be sharing with you today a simple calculation, a couple calculations you can do in your chart using Chaldean numerology. What I'm about to share is Chaldean numerology, but it is also maybe refined a little bit more than what we will find in other places. Okay, so there's something called your Dharma line, which is your month and your year. This is showing you the general theme of your life. Now you have five different numeroscopes. We're fractaling off, which are three of them are based on your name, and three of them are based on your essence chart. Technically two, because that's a long story. But why I'm saying that is because the theme that I'm about to share with you is going to be modulated. So if you have, let's say, like Trump was born in the 6th month and he was born in a year that adds to a 2, his Dharma line would be a 62, and 6 plus 2 equals 8, so 62-8. Does that mean that his theme of his life is going to be exclusively a 62-8? No, because you have to look at the other numbers, which is your name chart, your vowel chart, your personality chart, which is your consonants, and also there's a chart called your outer psyche chart. You have to look at all those, and that's going to give you a narrative flow. It's important I say that so you don't say, oh, well, it's not exactly this. There's a reason for that because there's other numbers. But generally speaking, your month and your year is the core fundamental chart behind all the other charts. Behind means the charts that come after that are simply modulating that. The first primary chart, the core energy, is your birthday chart based on the day of birth, the month, and the year. Okay, the Dharma line is the theme of your life. There's something called the target number. This is where there's an interesting, I wouldn't say discovery, but a observation. The target number is your day vibration with the digit sum of the Dharma line behind it. So taking Trump, he's born in the 6th month and a year that adds to a 2. 62-8 is his Dharma line. What is 62-8? The family protector, someone who likes to wants to gain power within the family, who's very patriotic, conservative, somebody who is a really, really good communicator, knows how to organize groups of people and administer to them. 62-8 is also somebody who's very like a religious leader. If you look at the inner aura of it, it's got that 82 energy. So this is a really, really big energy. Now, it's also a number that's really good for real estate because they can get power through real estate. Real estate is like 6. Also, family business, 62-8. Look at Trump. This is very much the case with him. It's also a number who really likes luxuries as well. Yeah, let's keep it there. So, 62-8, that's a general theme of Trump's life. Someone who's he has to be an elder within the family, community, country. It's all the same. 6 is social, is a community, common unity. That could be as small as a family, a little bit bigger, a tribe, a society, a country, some sort of collective group mentality, a social construct. And 8 is the power within that. And so this is Trump's theme, his path, and this is one of the reasons why he's really, really good in politics. Not all, because Trump's chart is loaded with this information for rulership, for political and governmental rulership in particular, and all that. I am releasing a case study. It's actually turned into an ebook on Trump pretty soon, so make sure to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that gets released. Actually, I have a Substack. It's in the comments. So moving on, his target number now is now the 62/8. You just take the 8 for this, and you put it behind his day vibration, which is a 14/5. So the composite then would be 58/13/4. This is called the World Conqueror number. Very, very big number. Someone who's not going to have a boring life. Someone who is going to create a lot of change. It's a disruptor number. It's a revolutionary type of number, innovative number, big expansion, big growth, great at leadership, and 68-4. And a very, someone who has the capacity to innovate ideas, to do things in a way that's never been done before. It's called the World Conqueror because these people, this energy is a number that wants to go out and achieve. It wants to express its individuality because this interesting combination of 5 and 8, because 8 is power, it's a power accumulation. but it doesn't know how to like market and stuff. That's what the 5 does, and that's why 8 and 5 get along very, very well, because 5 knows how to make money, 8 knows how to collect that money, protect it, accumulate it, the power. So this is a really, really great number for like material success, especially. It's a very, very material kind of number. So Trump's path within the theme of family protector, family organizer, or country leader, an elder within the community, someone who's able to gain a lot of power from the family, also from real estate, and wield that power. Within that, he's a world conqueror. And so Trump, he was born rich. He got a lot of money from I think it was his father, got in the family business, had world impact, has business contacts all over the world. He's also now the president of the United States. This is how he's walked the path. And then the result is what's called the life path, but I would call it as the destiny number. This is when you take it all the birthday together. So Trump's was his big life path is a 31-4, showing you the result. 13 was the little life path, and 31-4. They're both mirrors of each other, so there's a very similar thing there. So it shows you that his path is connected to being a disruptor, a contrarian, going against the grain. It's interesting because his month is a 6, which is very much consensus reality and very much conservatism. He's a strong patriot. If you look at even his name, Donald and Trump are both 6s, and they're a variant of the 6, the 24-6, very, very patriotic. He's also got 51-6 in his solar, in his essence chart, very, very patriotic. He's got a lot of the patriotism numbers. There's a lot of 6 energy in his chart. So, but within that society, he's a contrarian. Look at Trump. He's been a sort of a black sheep contrarian, even within the political arena, in his own life as well. He's a disruptor. He's someone who brings change. He does things his own way, and he's creates a lot of enemies doing that as well, because 13 and 31 is like that. And 31 in particular is called the misunderstood genius. And it's a number that they're kind of ahead of their time. They're very, very intelligent. They have kind of genius ideas, but they're out there that they're a little bit revolutionary. And so they're not generally accepted by the society in large. But you see, Trump has 13 and 31-4 would only be part of the story, because Trump has a lot of numbers that makes him an amazing networker, amazing at gathering crowds, people. You remember his path, the 62-8. He's really, really good at this, because the 62 has the 86 on the outside, 86-15. This is a great social planner. And Trump's really good at getting his devoted following of people. He's really good at speaking as well, networking, salesmanship. He's extremely charming. He can be very addictive for people to watch. People get kind of mesmerized by him. He's also very, very funny. And he's a great, great ruler. He knows how to listen to and speak to directly to the collective consciousness. And he knows within that, he knows when he speaks how to restructure collective consciousness. So he can speak to his devoted following and he can actually transmit his own values into them. But this whole video is about these calculations. So what you can do to bring this back around to practicality. Take the digit sum of your month, the digit sum of your year, make a composite out of that. The month will always go on the outside. The year will always go on the inside of that composite, because the year is more fundamental than the month. The month is modulating the year. The month is always coming out of the year. Without the year, you don't have a month. Like this, that's your dharma. And find out, what is your purpose in life? What are you supposed to be doing? And there's ways of analyzing that dharma line, which I gave a little bit in this video about how to make a diamond and look at the inner and outer aura. And then you can also look at your target number. Take that digit sum and put it behind your day vibration, and then look up that compound number. That's how you're supposed to be walking your path, and how you're going to get the greatest results. Because the target number will always add up to the life path, which is the result. Sometimes it's a little bit of a different way of getting there, but it is always going to add up to the result, and it's particularly the best way for you to walk. Now, if you would like a reading, I am doing readings. I have been doing all my certifications. I am so pumped and thrilled. I have my website up. I've already been doing readings. I've been getting fantastic reviews, which I have posted on my website. If you want to get a reading and learn about your path, your purpose, your skills, your gifts, your relationship potential, who you should be getting in relationships with, career, money. All of this can be seen in your chart. And we can take a look at and analyze your name and see how your name supports you or how your name may or may not block you. We can see some of the lessons. And this is where it gets really powerful, because Chaldean numerology is like popping the hood on a car. When something goes wrong with a car, you may be able to like, oh, it's the alternator. You may be able to like take a guess at it, but you're actually kind of groping in darkness, and therefore you may never get the car fixed, even though you're trying all these solutions. Chaldean numerology, if you know how to do the numeroscopes, it's like popping the hood, and I can look directly into what's going on and put my head in the engine bay and see, oh, it's exactly this. And once you bring into your awareness your imbalanced potentials, like your tendency to be very, very introverted, or your tendency to overanalyze and lead to paralysis, or your tendency to be a little vain and be a little bit too sensitive to compliments, your tendency to take on other people's energies and obligations as your own, your tendency to be a little bit too arrogant, a little bit too stubborn, and you need to bring in some people's opinions, a tendency to be too soft and too wishy-washy and not enough focused. There is so many different combinations in there. Those are all of your codes, your success codes that are unique to you. Once you figure out those codes, it's like taking a rocket ship. It's a very, very fast path. And there are other ways, of course, if you want to go to the nth degree, if you are ready, of manipulating your name to go and take you to the next level. So check out my website. I'll put a link in the description, also comments, aumra.com, AAUMMRA. And check out my Substack, which is also going to be there for when I release the Donald Trump case study. I already have a case study up about how a woman changed her name after getting married that triggered a heart attack. I have it mapped out. It's a fantastic case study. If you want to learn about your numbers, you can, and also calculations that you would probably have to pay for a course to get. There's a lot of gems in there. So check it out. It's free. As always, wishing you the best. Happy manifesting. God bless.